Greetings and happy Tuesday to you. Before we begin, I am pleased to announce that my good friend Mark Sack, a teacher at Cleveland Heights High School, has invited me to his classroom to do a total of 4 workshops with his class on how money works. And as some of you may know, the Ohio Department of Education is now mandating that financial literacy become part of the required curriculum to graduate from high school. So we are happy to come in and supplement your financial education curriculum and discuss how money works with your students. You can reach us by phone at 937-889-9809 or by email at theacademyofinancialliteracy@gmail.com. And please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Today we're going to talk about the third of the 3 money concepts that are directly related to the power of compound interest and the time value of money. 2 concepts that we've already discussed in previous podcasts. So if you're ready, let's talk Tuesday. Now, during the previous podcast, we discussed the power of compound interest, where we learn to leverage compounding, but also that your rate of interest matters. Now, here's how that comes into play. In 2019, the national average interest rate on savings accounts was 0.09%. So after you deposit your money into your savings account or checking account, what does the bank do with it? Well, they lend it to customers in the form of loans, like car loans and home mortgage loans. And what do you think is the national average interest rate on those type of loans? Car loans are over 6%, and the home mortgages are over 4%. So let's do the math. The money you're earning on your money is 0.09%. But the bank, as they use your money, earns 4 to 6%. Now, does that seem fair? You get safety, but they get rich. What a deal for the bank, not so much for you. So how do we attack this false perception of growth? Here's how. In our first podcast, we discussed that there are 3 main reasons why people stash so much money in low interest savings accounts. 1, they want their money to be safe, which is a valid reason. 2, they want easy access to their money, again, a valid reason. And 3, they think their money is growing. Now, this third reason is one that should trigger a red flag. For many of us, the actual rate of return almost doesn't matter. The fact that the account offers interest at all can fool consumers with the false perception of growth. And this false perception of growth describes the mindset of many with the misconception that their money will one day accrue into something substantial. They fail to estimate if the growth rate aligns with savings goals because they have never been taught how to estimate it. Enter the rule of 72. The rule of 72 is a mental math shortcut, a simple, powerful formula that can be used to quickly approximate the amount of time it takes for money to double given a fixed annual rate of interest. Here's how it works. Divide 72 by your interest rate. The result is the number of years it will take for your money to double. That's it. And that's all there is to it. So for those of you who have money saved in a checking account or any other interest-bearing account, simply divide 72 by that interest rate And that is going to tell you how many years it takes for your money to double. The shorter the time, the better. For example, if you are earning 1% interest on your money, it will take 72 years for your money to double. If you are earning 3% interest on your money, it will take 24 years for your money to double. And if you're earning 9% interest on your money, it will take 8 years for your money to double. Now, this is important. The rule of 72 can work for you when it comes to investing your money and getting a favorable interest product. However, this same rule can work against you when you apply it to your debt and the money is doubling against you. For an example, as we mentioned, the average interest rate for a savings account is 0.09%. So divide that into 72 and it will take you 800 years for your money to double. Now compare that to the national average interest rate for credit cards, which is over 17%. So you divide 72 by 17 and you get 4.2 or 4.2 years. That is to say, the credit card companies have figured out how you can pay them a double every 4.2 years. You see why knowledge is critical? It levels the playing field. So there you have it. The rule of 72 is more than just a cool math trick. It's a practical eye-opener that forces you to ask shrewd questions before making important money decisions like, is a bank account the best place for me to put my money? Am I willing to settle for 1% or even a 2% rate of return? Or is there a way that I can get a 4% or a 6% return, or even perhaps even higher on my money? Or how about this question? Will I get enough doubles during my income earning years to reach my saving goals for retirement? And if not, what do I need to do to change it? So I hope the information we shared about the power of compound interest, the time value of money, and the rule of 72 will be of some value to you. If you may recall in an earlier podcast, I mentioned that I have a strategy that will show you how to protect your money and your assets, grow your money at a higher interest rate, and never pay taxes on distributions you take for supplemental income. For more information, just contact us again by phone at 937-889-9809 or by email at theacademyoffinancialliteracy@gmail.com. And as I mentioned, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. On our next podcast, we will begin to introduce the 7 money milestones to financial security and independence. Until then, have a great day, and let's talk Tuesday.